Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I'm supposed to have this conversation because I don't think it's going to be more of a talk. It's going to be more of a conversation here. And it's something I didn't prepare for. So don't worry, I will try my best not to disappoint everyone here. All right. 2 years ago, I came here. Yes. How many of you were here then? 2 years ago, you were in this auditorium when I had one conversation on this program too. How many of you were here? So 2 years ago, I came and had conversation around entrepreneurship and business, trying to make you understand the values around business and entrepreneurship. And I made mention to a few stuff that I will just list again. I can still remember everything I said, but let me just list a few stuff. Then I just say something that comes to my mind. I said an entrepreneur is someone who is never tired, even when he's tired. Are you with me? A business person is someone who is motivated, but he knows he's tired. But he has no option than to continue. Many young persons have tried in their own capacity to be business persons. And I say it always, not every person that is in school should do business. Are we together? Not everybody that is in school are meant to do business. Why I say that is, because your sister sells bonnets, bone-string hair, you want to go and sell it. Let me say to Yoruba, what testing you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me come back again. Because somebody sells round neck, you feel like because everybody is selling round neck, you want to sell round neck. You pack your load and go back home. You must understand those things that are meant to be done when it comes to business. So for a good example, our first speaker said something. He said, for every person that does business, you must solve problem. How many business persons are here? Aspiring business persons. What problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? DJ Olex, you're solving sound problem. Now, the day you understand that for your business to be able to strive, you must solve a problem. Tell your neighbor, solve a problem. Solve a problem. Funny enough, when you're trying to solve problems, it doesn't mean you're going to make money immediately. Hello, Alaja. I know I'm around everybody, so I know I'll tackle everybody. Alaja. All right. Because I did not plan for this, I'm just going to pick those things one, and I join everything together. So it doesn't mean that you're solving problem means you make money immediately. And it doesn't mean that you're solving problem means that you know what the problem you're solving. So a good example, I was a very aspiring entrepreneur that just wanted to make my impact. Are we together, please? I wanted to make my impact. And in 2016, I opened my company, Glimpseng Solutions. And all I just wanted to do was to just be a tech person that is interested in web development, social media marketing, and all that. But being very sincere to myself, it was not easy, man. It wasn't easy. I trekked from Ekute to Bangboye. Do you know Ekute to Bangboye in Ado? Every blessed day with handkerchief. And they called me what? CEO. See, let me tell you something. The best people that will inspire you in business are your true friends. People that see your future, even in your present. So if people do not call you your name now, they do not give you reference to what you should stand for when you go into your future. Don't move with them. All my friends that I used to work with call me CEO when I used to have a handkerchief in my hand. Are we together? All my friends that I have up to today, that I go to, I try to see every time, called me CEO, even when I was checking all around Ado. I begged people for websites. I begged them, okay, please, let me just build your website for you. Please, anything, give it to me, I'll do it for you. Nobody. Do you know the only thing I was doing then? I was doing photocopy. 2015, I was doing photocopy business. I will print, I will do photocopy because I needed something that would sustain the business. For an entrepreneur, I am not saying you should go all around and say you are trying to do everything, but try to do one thing that connects to another thing. Don't be a noisemaker. Many entrepreneurs today, they come around and say, I am this, I am that. Show me how many of your business that has been successful. So I continue with the story. So in 2016, all of us, me, Oprah, Okpeyemi Afolayan, a few other guys were together, and Femi Adebayo. All of them came around and they were working with me. And all of us were just doing something. We were just trying to do something. We were doing trainings, even free trainings for people. And I remembered in 2016, I did Young Boss Project. I went to all higher institutions in Ekiti, where we have to train people in information technology courses, and where we did web design and other stuff. To cut all the whole story short, in the whole of 2016, if I made any profit, maybe I made 50,000 naira. Anybody that tells you, if you start business today, you make it tomorrow. Like you make it this tomorrow. Like I bought one seed of beans. And before you know it, I can now feed the whole of Oya Ekiti. Tell them, well done, sir. I am very sincere and I'm very practical. It's not like I do not have money, but at least I was not where I was. Do you understand what I'm saying? In 2017, the person I taught free training for called me in Subeb that they needed something, that they needed us to train a few staffs in Subeb then. The person I did free job, maybe she gave me 20,000 naira, and I taught her. She called me and said that, Tosin, come to my office. And I ran. Do you have any option? I was not doing anything now. Do I have option? Sorry, don't mind me. It's someone that has option that will say, I'm coming. But if you don't have option, what will you do? You stick by it and run with your vision. One of the things I think I have done since 2010 has always for me to think. If you're an entrepreneur, you cannot think. Why are you an entrepreneur? Why are you doing business? If you cannot advance your thoughts from the normal set of people in business, you cannot strive. You cannot win. In 2017, this woman called me and I ran. I went to her. First time in my life. Let me say it again. First time in my life. She said, okay, I'm not going to say the person's name because I had to do that on just a normal basis. She said, come, you need to come train these people. She took me to our guard. The guy said, can you train these people? I said, yes. My mind, when they said I should come and train, I said, if they give me 200,000, I'll be fine. I've never seen 200,000 naira. Hey, fool, come to my account, bah. As at that 2016 or 2017, I didn't see it. Fortunately, they said, this is between me and you, yeah. They said they will put it for 5 million, but I'll collect 1 million. I'm not saying it's between me and you. 5 million, 1 million. Who am I? Nobody now. In that place, the woman said, okay, we'll give you advances of 500,000. I'm giving you this story because I want you to understand how I feel. How I felt that day. Said she will give me 500,000, that they're going to give me a check. And the time they were going, I can still remember that time. I think it was around 3:30 p.m. I was looking like, should I run to the bank or I should chill first? I shouldn't go and disgrace my ancestors. The woman said, we're starting this project tomorrow, and I want you to bring whatever with your people that are going to work with you and all that. I'm giving this story so that you understand. So this woman gave me the check. The Oga signed. He said, let's leave it how it is. Oh. Collect your own, I collect our own. No problem. She said, do I have any option? So I collected 500K. I took this check. I put it inside my bag, inside the bag. If you know a laptop, it's someone that has a laptop. Those tech guys, how they keep their laptop. I put it inside the bag that keeps the mouse. I went home. See, if the day you start living this spot of poverty, the day you start having the assurance that your life will change, you will heavily have joy to be an entrepreneur. Don't be like every other person that just says, I'm an entrepreneur. No, it's not easy. It needs you to have your personal time to yourself. I don't know how many successful entrepreneurs here that go along with so much crowd first before they make it. No, you have to sit alone first. Even the eagle itself goes to the wilderness to shave off its wings and comes back and fly again and become better. The best time you make yourself is when you're inside your shell. Don't deceive yourself and say, you are there, you are this. If you do not make up yourself, how will you make up yourself outside? So, back to the story. I collected this 500K, like, check. I went home. I think I was home around like 6 or 7. So my mom was talking to me. Seriously, I couldn't remember that my mom was talking to me. I was only laughing. He told me about money, fine. Any small Timothy Rani, I don't tear laugh, finish. This is the story I'm giving you, my life story. And since then, I don't think I've collected a job less than 500K. If I do it, I only just do it for the purpose I want to just help. I do not collect less than that. If it's a website that has to do with a whole lot of stuff, I do it beyond that. That's the story, Sha. I collected this money and I did that project. You know, most times, all of us used to deceive ourselves. All of us. You feel because you collected 500K today, it will come like next month and they will just give you another 500. But do you know, before I collected the balance of that money, another like 5 months, Mommy, I'm here. Mommy, I'm here. Mommy, good morning. Mommy, can't you see me? By the end of the day, I collected it. To cut all the whole story short. The story still goes on, Abi, because I'm 2021, so I will give you a whole lot of story. So in 2018, I was so interested in trying to make impact, trying to inspire people, because my life has come with, because I know where I came from, I understand my background, I know where I started from. And most times I don't like saying it, because if I say it, all of us will be here and will be crying with me. But let's just leave it that way. I know where I came from, I understand the values of when people that have put themselves, they've probably sold to you. And you do not have any option than to also sow to people, showing them the path that is right. So in 2018, because I'm a tech person, my team did Ekiti Decides online pool. How many people knew that if you're in Ekiti then? Ekiti Decides online pool. I was a very skinny guy, very skinny. I'm not fat. Like this one, this clothes that's covering everything. You would have seen the pot belly. So in 2018, we did that. A few other persons here also participated in that. I think Respect also was one of the videographers then. Congratulate your SG president. We went to the whole of Ikole. We went to the whole of Ekiti, the whole 16 local government Ekiti. Femi Adebayo also is there. We went to the whole of, where's Ideal? Ideal. He just stepped out. Femi Adebayo also is there. All of these people participated in the online pool. The result of the online pool also tallied with the general election. Don't ask me how the general election went, but it tallied with the general election. So I went with a few guys and I went to see the then deputy governor, Eleka, and he asked me a question. Are you from Ekiti? I said, yes, sir. You stay in Ekiti? I said, yes, sir. So we have like minds like this that could do something like this. Because at that point, we had over like 172,000 voters, online voters, which was the most popular online poll that's happened in the whole of Ekiti then. And he asked that question. He said, so you are from Ekiti? I said, yes, sir. He said, the story will continue later. Same also for the present governor of Ekiti too. He asked that same question, and I said, yes, I'm from Ekiti. Even I think I told him my age. I will not tell you my age here, don't worry. I told him my age. And he said, wow. Now, most times when you're trying to get some things done, it comes stage by stage. Everything is connected. All dreams are connected. It doesn't just come like you just do this one and leave. I go to another. No. Every of your dreams are connected as an entrepreneur. And a few persons said that the governor gave me Land Cruiser. Auntie Janet, she money Land Cruiser. No. The one in the future that is coming. They said the governor gave me Land Cruiser, that the governor gave me that 1 million or 2 million. To God will be as witness, I didn't collect a penny from the governor of Ekiti, the present governor of Ekiti. I'm just telling you this story. Should I continue? Am I inspiring to perspire? Aspire to desire your desire. Don't worry, but this is my story, so you probably learn from it. So, to cut all the whole story short, I had to do the whole strategy. I'm saying it publicly and I'll say it again. I did the whole strategy for the campaign of Eleka, the SHIELD agenda, security, health, education. What again? All that we did that for him, because then the governor of Ekiti then, who was Fayoshe, was only campaigning as Enye Ekiti o Edibo fun Eleka. I'm not saying it public, there's no big deal around it, because it was my technical skill I probably had to use. To cut all this story short, 2018 passed. No, 2018 came. We also had to do convergence, where we had gathering of over 2,000 young persons in Ekiti coming together to. We had all that too, where the wife of the governor came and became the matron of the convergence. I didn't invite her. She only called me that day that she was going to come for that program. And to my surprise, I had to use the common sense God gave me. That when someone comes like that, you cannot collect money from these people. Give them a position. Let them be a shareholder in the position. And I made her the matron of the convergence. To cut all the story short, 2019 came. I did a little stuff. I got to know more people. 2020 came. But in 2021, I have probably consulted for different companies. I have worked with different companies, giving ideas in different companies. I started working outside Ekiti, started getting jobs outside Ekiti, working in Abuja, Lagos, and all that. There is always a stage in your life that you also have to make another decision. And if you really want to go far, you also need to consider those things that will make you go far. So my beloved mentor called me and said, Tosin, I know you're a big man. I know you're a big man, and I want you to come serve with me, work with me in the government. Most times, people are thinking I was going to collect appointment directly from the governor. Because I did the online post. When I tell people I did this, I did that, they say, the governor is going to give you appointment. In 2019, December, the governor called me to his house. We had conversation. You see the funniest about this life? I was expecting, maybe the governor does say, Tosin, and let me give you 5 million, let me bankroll you. But do you know what the governor gave me again? Thank you for coming. I hope to see you next time. But I was not tired. When I sent message to governor, he responds, even if I'm not in the government then. But in 2021, I was in Abuja then when the person I serve now called me and said, I want you to come serve and work with me in my office. I want you to serve as a personal assistant in my office. And I had to think about it like, how will I do that? How will I join my business? I've been probably building a business already. How will I have to bring that together with politics? To cut all the whole story short, I have my business running. I do other things also in business. And I also serve as a personal assistant to the Special Advisor Communications and Strategy to the Governor of Ekiti. You cannot imagine where you go from where you started from. And you cannot imagine it. You can just keep going and never get yourself deceived. I'll use this one to end this whole conversation I'm having with everybody. You cannot strive if you do not have a direction. If you're hungry, and you cannot control your taste for hunger, you will fail your generation. I hope you do not fail your generation. Thank you, and God bless you.